some fun? Wanna have some fun? Wanna have some fun? Fun?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the Remix Rewind, Week 7. Joined by a special guest in the studio today. We got the biggest show in here with us, our leader. And your assistant commish here, as usual. And yeah, Tony, big show. How we feeling?
We're feeling really good on this end. Confident in how the season's going. I'm happy with the team that I put together.
Yeah, well, and you still making a team out of it. You got the most moves of anybody at 40. And it shows. You've got the most points scored as well. So you're doing something right. Now, if anyone missed out, you were saying you made a trade yesterday. If anyone missed out, what did you say you do yesterday?
So Nick Saban and I came to an agreement where I sent over Mark Andrews, the Minnesota defense, and Bucky Irving, and he sent Nico Collins in return.
Oh, Nico Collins. Okay. Yeah. If the commission was here, he would analyze that quickly. But I would say, I mean, Bucky Irvin is doing okay, but Rashad White is taking his time right now. What were the other two? Both some defenses, and what was the other player?
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. You know, he's not doing bad. I have to go look at his stats. I know he went to a slow start, but he's been coming on lately.
Yeah, his past 3 games, he's been coming back into form.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, we'll see. And Nico Collins, though, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look him up while we're talking. Is he still with the Texans?
Yeah, he's injured for the next 2 weeks, so I don't get to play with my new toy yet.
Yeah, but in the long run, let's see how he's doing. Oh yeah, this guy's great. Oh boy. I know you were looking. I know you were kind of looking, shopping around for a wide receiver. I know I didn't talk about it last time, but yeah, I guess you got what you wanted.
Yeah, Chase had mentioned that if I look for a quarterback to make sure that I had to pay a lot, so I figured I would just avoid that and go try to get a receiver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is good. I mean, you already got some of the best receivers already, and now you're just adding to it. So, looking really good. But
here's hoping that they all stay healthy.
Let's start out with our highest scoring player, Steve. He completely blows out the commish. He has the highest scoring top dick output of the whole season so far at 214. What do you make of this? It's his best output since week 1 when he had a top dick as well at 189 points.
Lamar Jackson's scary. He always makes sure he's on his team, and this year it's paying off because he's the top guy in the league so far in terms of points. And it seems like every week he's putting up 30+ points.
Yeah, plus the addition of Joe Mixon the last 2 weeks has really helped him. He was injured for 3 weeks, it looks like. And yeah, it looks like when him and Lamar and Barkley are on, it could get scary for us. And Pickens is looking better as well.
Yeah, well, Pickens nowadays got, it's only been 1 week, but with how Russell Wilson played, that can be concerning. And then you have Jalen Water is getting Tua back.
Yeah,
I believe this week, so he's going to be a problem too.
Yeah, or if there's any word if he's gonna wear that Guardian cap when he comes back or not.
He should.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, he really should think about it.
It's a long life after retirement.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how many more concussions, but But yeah, it'll definitely help out his player here in Waddle. Let's see, was this questionable? Are you like me and just get these Wednesday cues all over the place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just started ignoring them on Wednesday, and
Yeah,
then
I think everyone's like resting that day and no one's really questionable unless you've heard about it all week.
well, yeah, I'll,
Mm.
I'll get into my team
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
But
we'll look at
yeah,
some issues like that on possibly other teams, but yeah, Steve Duku, he gets a great output. And yeah, unfortunately for our commish here, he puts up the second most points this week, 164, but just gets absolutely ran over.
glad it didn't happen to me. That
Yeah.
is frustrating when that happens.
Well, this helps when you look at the stat that he's got the most points put up against him for the whole league so far, and yeah, he's had a bunch of shit sandwiches to eat this whole year so far, and and uh, and it keeps on going for him. But I think the commission's still got a really healthy team here, looking good.
Yeah, his only issue is his second quarterback, which if
Yeah,
what Winston Justice picks it up. Not Winston Justice.
yeah. Well, he had
It's Winston. Wow,
Watson.
I'm sorry.
He had Watson, and he keeps on his bench. He get luckily because he gets injured during the game, and now he's
Mhm.
he's just got Danny Jones.
And Jameis Winston.
Oh boy, yeah, he picks up famous Jameis during the for a very hefty
Yeah, he
price, I believe. Didn't he spend 20 or 30 on this guy during the waivers?
35, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So he's definitely stretching for something, but no, he's shopping around for trades. He's trying to make his team better. He'll be like you. He'll try to pull a roster together still.
I
This
you have to trade. I feel like in this league. Otherwise, it's very hard to compete for a championship.
Yeah, because these teams are up and down all over the place this year.
Hmm.
So yeah, trades definitely help. Luckily, his boy Javante Williams has his best game in a year or two this past weekend for Denver.
Yeah, that was quite surprising.
Hmm.
And he's on the bench.
Yeah, yeah. He looks like he may have overcome that knee injury, and that Denver offense is looking better. We'll talk about that with some other players as well. Um, and yeah. What any other thoughts about the commish here? Amari
Uh,
he's got Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got his good wide receiver that he wants here, looking good. He's got Brees Hall, but
who's finally starting to play well
yeah, they
after
started.
the 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. He had a few shit weeks a while back, but he started catching the ball now. He had 9 targets this last week. Goes over 100 yards to the air, and this is how they're going to use him. In New York, Aaron Rodgers, banged up as he is just going to dump it off to Brees Hall now.
That'd be the smart play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and they got Devontae Adams over there, so I wonder
Mm.
if they're going to go pass heavy between Devontae and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. Plus, throwing the running back, I think it is going to be a pass heavy attack, right now for sure. Well, but all right, we'll hope for better luck for the commish, and well, we're proud of Steve for doing well, getting back in the game. Who else? Who we want to talk about next? I just want to get on to the next highest score, which would be you. It looks like in third here at 158.
Yep, that would. And then I think
Yeah.
Saban's fourth, right?
Let's see. No, I'm fourth. It looks like, and then
Are
Nick
you
Saban.
okay?
By a smidge. But yeah, you edge out Nick. He almost looked like Nick was gonna win it. Then you have a few more runs from your running back, and that was it. James Conner, yeah, what that last run or two from James.
Yeah, that was a close one. I knew going into Monday I needed a big game from James Conner because Arizona's defense hasn't been playing that well recently, and even though Justin Herbert has been playing all that well, he's still Justin Herbert, and
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, I'm glad that it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, one of your players has negative points. All of us in the league here got as many points as he did on Sunday. But you still end up winning. Yep.
Yeah, and he got in a car accident today too.
I
Andy
heard
Dalton.
about that. That was weird. Wasn't like at the facility or something too.
Yeah, so it's not, and he's not expected to play next week.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's going
Bryce
to be
Young is gonna start. He's getting the start again, and oh, I don't know what that's gonna do for these Carolina offensive players. Fantasy. Oh,
probably not good.
yeah, definitely a downgrade probably if I had to guess. We'll see though.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be starting any Carolina players if you have the choice.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Definitely caution this week. Um, yeah, well, actually, you know what? You almost have two players that you had two players that did nothing, and yeah, you still
Yeah,
get
Juju.
third. You still get third most points with two players out. So yeah.
Yeah, that felt good.
Mm-hmm.
I got Bijan, which went off for almost 30 points, and he has finally seemed to become the workhorse in Atlanta for the past couple of games. So that's
Mm.
relieving to see finally.
Yeah.
And then I was able to pick up David Njoku, and he put up 18 points.
Yeah. Get him off the wire. Did you pay for him?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
$8, but some
That's
people,
yeah. No, it was a good return on investment immediately. Gets almost 20 points. Yeah, has one of the better tight end. Maybe tight end one this week, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look that up. But yeah. Anyway, but you get it over saving. Well, actually, let's discuss one more thing on your team, which is you're on the biggest win streak. You're on a 6 win streak right now. Yeah. Do you remember who put up the L for you though? I had to look it up myself. I couldn't remember the other week.
I do remember who gave me that L. It was way back in week one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't use the moniker
Yeah.
King Slayer for nothing. Nah, I got
Yeah.
lucky early on when certain teams looked better. I think it's when Cup was healthy for me. Yeah, your team's
Yeah.
just been much better since you moved around, and yeah. But yeah, let's get on to Nick Saban though. He's unfortunately he's in last place on us right now, but actually not in our rankings. In the Yahoo, he's 12th, and our he's 11th. But yeah, he's let's see what else about him. He's on a 2-loss streak, but he's projected to go even with me this week in our matchup. So I don't know. He's not out of the woods here yet. He can still do well.
He's he's been really unlucky with injuries. He had Devontae Adams go out for a couple weeks, um, which was probably more that he wanted to be traded, and then he lost Nico for a month, which I was
Hmm.
able to
Yeah.
work in my favor, and he essentially lost Tyreek Hill for what, a month because Tua's been out.
Yes. Yeah, that offense has been abysmal without Tua.
Yeah, and then same thing with Raheem Mostert. I believe he was out too for a period of time. Not that I would, not that I've been trying to trade with him for a while now or anything because I know so much about his team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been devastated by injuries.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, he only gets 4 points, almost 5 this week, and oh man, you were just hoping for more. Like I said, the Devontae's got an easier schedule coming up, so I think that'll be a better player down the stretch for him. And Kenneth
Well, I wasn't
Walker.
hoping for more personally, but
Oh, what's that?
I said I wasn't hoping for more personally
Oh yeah, yeah,
because
nah,
against
yeah.
him, but
Yeah, I'm sure you were getting a little
yeah, I was
nervous when he put him out there, weren't you? Yeah.
when he got traded to the Jets. Yes, I was nervous.
Yeah,
No,
before that it was like on the bench on the IR or something almost.
yeah, exactly. So I was he's got a good squad, and I think Tank Bigsby might be taking over that Jacksonville running game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, yeah, he looked great this past weekend in London. Yeah, his second 30 plus point week, and yeah, it was because the other guy ETN, he's been injured now.
Yeah, he's been dealing with I think a couple different injuries. I heard. I could be wrong about that though.
Yeah.
But even from an efficiency standpoint, he hasn't
Mm-hmm.
been as efficient.
Mm-hmm.
So I had ETN last year, and in the beginning of the year he was great.
Mm-hmm.
But as the year wore on, he
Mm-hmm.
became more dependent on touches than just being efficient. So I
Yeah.
wonder if that's what's happening to him this year also.
I feel bad because I was big on ETN this year, and yeah, it's been bad. I'm kind of glad I didn't draft him now in retrospect.
It's it's funny because I was big on him too. I thought he was going to do well, and he just got too expensive for me. And yeah, retrospect, I'm glad it worked out that way. I think.
Yeah, it just worked out. But nah, Nick's will be okay. He'll be fine in the future. His team's on the rise, not going down. So we'll
Yeah,
we'll, we'll
I would
wish
agree with
him
that.
good luck. You agree with that assessment though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, I think so. Okay, let's see. See who else we got next. Okay, I think it's me. Me and against Sally. I wasn't expecting to win this. I end up pulling it off, even in weird fashion on Monday night.
It was
Uh,
a
yeah,
close one.
yeah, we were, I believe, almost tied going into Monday. And I had one player, and he had one player. He had Zay Flowers, and I had Rashad White. Yeah, Rashad White benefited from just being wide open on a few plays and took a few to the house in the air. While Zay Flowers kind of rolled his ankle and was almost a decoy the rest of the game.
That's unfortunate. And
Mm-hmm.
with Safe House and Anthony Richardson's been a huge disappointment.
Oh boy, yeah, the AR-15. He is he is not shooting straight, is he?
No, I I think I seen he's got a completion percentage less than 50%.
Oh boy, it doesn't surprise me. No, I've seen some awful. He's almost as bad as like Will Levis or something.
Ooh, that's, yeah, that's not where you want to be at.
Yeah, no. But Jameer Gibbs just goes off for him. He has 40 points almost. Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's what he does, right, Jamil? He's that home run threat that's going to, as long as you give him the touches, he's going to make something happen.
Yeah. Yes, I think this is one of the better running backs to have right now. So I think Sally will be okay. Zay Flowers is hit or miss, but he's a great receiver, I think, to have though overall.
Yeah,
Brandon
yes.
Ayuk gets injured though. God, he goes on IR. Yes, Sally didn't go unscathed on this week for sure.
No, he's been. Uh, Part of me thinks it might be better for as a fantasy perspective because you don't have to go back and forth with do you start him or not.
Yeah, that's true with all those options here. Mm-hmm.
You
Because he
know,
had
I mean,
Keenan Allen on
Ayuk's
bye. I'm guessing this is who we're referring to with Keenan Allen,
well,
maybe. Or
just in general, Brandon Ayuk's had one game where he had 25 points. I'm looking at it now, and then every the other six, he had seven or less.
yeah,
So
yeah.
this year, he just
Mm,
hasn't been able to get on the roll.
mm-hmm. Yeah, same with Christian Kirk. He had like better games for me last year, I believe. I could be wrong about this, but yeah, just that Jacksonville offense just not looking as sharp. Um, so we'll see. Yeah, like you said, um, I think mine, some of my players are on the rise as well, but we'll have to see if it pans out though.
Yeah, I like how you have Matt Stafford once he Pup comes back this week, and when Puka comes back, I think Stafford's going to be a better play most weeks than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. Do a stack of Cup and Stafford, but boy, they're having internal trade stuff going on over there with the Rams right now. So, but it won't keep
Yeah,
them
me.
off the field though.
No, I think it would probably be better for me and you since I have Puka if they went to separate teams. 'Cause then they'll be
Hmm.
the target hog
Yeah, yeah, I'm
and
with
probably go
you.
to a playoff contending team.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely could benefit from that. Um, but we'll see. The Jennings, he's gonna benefit actually from Sally's loss of Ayuk here.
For sure. And CD, what do you think is going to happen with CD Lane? Do you think he's going to be
Oh
able
boy,
to
yeah.
get back on track?
Let's talk about this guy. So I had him 2 years ago, and he was pretty bad, and he's been pretty terrible this year when I've had him. I must have like the touch of death on this guy. But I heard last year, second half is when this guy really went off. So I'm hoping for something.
Yeah, so I had him last year, and the second he just took off in the um as they got later on in the season, they started feeding him the ball, and
Hmm.
he just crushed it. So but
Yeah.
there's still hope for him.
Yeah, I haven't given up hope, but boy, if he don't start doing anything in a few weeks, I'll probably be trying to trade him for sure.
Make sure you get somebody good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get something for that name. But yeah, let's continue on. Let's see who else we got. Let's see Thomas Shelby. Let's see what he's doing.
Winning.
Yeah, he is winning. Yeah, get the point for winning, and I believe being in the points as well. Yeah, he does. He gets 2 points this week. He's doing quite well right now.
Yeah, he's a half a point out of second place.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's right behind
Who you
you.
don't know.
Yep. He, um, yeah, he's the only guy close to you. Well, him and Sally and Thomas or Knights. No, sorry, I confused him with Knights. Knights right behind you, but
Yeah,
Sally
Eddie
and
didn't hit.
Thomas are the other two behind him as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Shelby's somebody else that's gonna be a problem with because next day has Tua back. Between Jared
Yes.
Goff, Tua, and Derrick Henry,
Mm-hmm.
he's got some heavy hitters, and Brian Thomas from the Jaguars might be the only Jaguar that I really like.
I'm with you on that. He's been very explosive as a receiver, and been getting him jet sweeps now as well a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's been he's been what Marvin Harrison was supposed to be. I feel like
yeah, I'm with you on that.
he he's been a target hog.
Yeah. Yeah, I love getting rookies that are good like this. It's the type of player I like to seek out.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you find him. That's the hard part.
Yeah, exactly. Which one's gonna hit? But boy, he went with a known stud and Henry, and it's paying off right now.
Yeah, it's funny. For the past couple of years, it's Derrick Henry's getting old. He's not going to be as good, and every year he's like
Mm-hmm.
freaking Derrick Henry, and
Mm.
I every year I said, why didn't I draft him?
It's funny because week one it was like questions about old man Henry, and then by week three it's 40 points.
Yeah, and he's the best running back in the league.
Yeah, RB1, gotta be RB1 for the year.
Yeah, I think he's got over 200 points, right?
Let's see what he's doing for the year. He's the second best player overall. So let's see. Yeah, I can't see his positional rankings, but yeah, he's overall number two. He's got to be RB1 if I had to guess.
Yeah, because Lamar Jackson's the number one overall.
Okay, that's funny. Both of the Ravens players, number one and number two. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That was a heck of a signing.
Yeah, yeah, we should have known, right? They're a run heavy offense as well. So, yeah. So Thomas probably trending up the rest of the year. If I had to guess, probably going to be a playoff team. We'll see. He's
Yeah,
even got
I would
Aubrey. I
agree
tell
with
you
that.
what, just even having this Aubrey kicker that I discussed a long time ago, just even having him on his team has been it's been something.
I was hoping he was going to drop him for the week because I was going to pick him up, and
Mm-hmm.
he was smart enough to keep him.
Oh boy, yeah, no, he would have been. No, it'd have been wild to drop him. Like definitely the kicker one for the whole year, probably.
Yeah, Brandon Aubrey was kicker one last year too.
Yeah, I think even said you could even spend five and be okay on this guy, and I think I maybe even stand by that statement. He probably was worth $5.
Yeah, he's probably the one kicker that you wouldn't mind spending a few extra bucks on.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he gets it over Frank. Looks like he was projected to win anyway. Thomas was, but he definitely gets it over Frank. Boy, Cortland Sutton gets 0 points for Frank. Yeah, he's had a little down year.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that they have a rookie quarterback. I wonder if it's going to start trending up for him. It
Hmm.
doesn't look like it though over the past couple weeks.
Yeah, he's got Laser Mayfield doing work for him. And he had bye week blues. He had Prescott on the bye, Swift, Caleb Williams. I mean, yeah, he was just piecing it together. This was probably his bye week blues here, and but no, he's got Mayfield. He's got Najee Harris. Like this is a good team. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
So he's one that had David Njoku, and he dropped him, and he
Uh,
decided to keep Travis Kelsey and Dalton Schultz.
yeah, who would have
So
thought that was a bad decision?
as soon as I seen that, I said, why would you keep? I understand keeping Travis because he's Travis Kelsey, so it's the name. But
Hmm.
I was stunned that he kept Schultz because he's got to compete with Nico, Joe Mixon. Even though Nico's injured, but Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, and Stefan Diggs. Like there's just too many
Mm.
weapons, and I feel like that was a mistake on his part to drop
Yeah.
the joke because he's the only guy in. I feel like he's the only guy in Cleveland now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But Eckler's. What do you think about Eckler? I'm not a.
Mm,
He's not the Eckler from a couple years ago anymore.
he definitely isn't. He still runs hard, but he's not getting into that production. I remember I think I had him during his year of decline, I think last year, and yeah, it wasn't good.
So, and I'm looking. He's had 4 carries last week. Well,
Hmm.
that was a blowout. But the week before that, he had 9, and that was without Brian Robinson. He
Yeah.
had 5 catches, so I mean, he's getting, I guess, about 14 catches a game or 14 touches in that game.
Hmm.
But he's just not very efficient anymore.
Yeah, the blurb about him says something about the game script. So, yeah, he probably just wasn't involved in the game. Yeah. I hope he didn't pay a lot for him in the draft because, boy, uh, it wasn't a good pick if he did.
Right. Uh, and then who else?
He needs to
Sutton was
put
a
what Sutton. Yeah. Oh boy, he didn't. He hasn't done much this year, has he?
no. So Sutton was very dependent on touchdowns last year, I believe. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he had 10. So that's I don't know how repeatable that is for.
Yeah, and he only has 2 this year. So yeah, his production
Right.
is off. Bo Nix is more of a running quarterback. It looks like from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and he's a rookie that and the Broncos don't have many offensive weapons, so
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
guess you would assume Sutton would be the guy, but it's just not
Yeah.
panning out, I guess.
Yeah, I heard some of Bo Nix passes were just terrible that he did throw. So, man, you hate to see his value decline like that. But, uh, yeah, that's the Denver offense this year. He needs to put Shaheed in his IR slot. It looks like he had him in his roster.
Yeah, it's a waste of a space, right?
Yeah, yeah. This has been going on since last week, Thursday. So yeah, I think he should have been able to slot him somewhere. But
Yeah.
but I think Frank he may be okay. Like I said, he's got some good stuff. But boy, did Mayfield's value like decline terribly the other night? You think?
Um, in terms of
Yeah.
what? Because when he was in Baltimore, he's been scoring 30 points a game. So I'm
Uh,
not.
yeah, yeah, no, but Evans pulls up lane with a
Oh,
hammy, and
and then
then
Godwin.
Godwin, yeah,
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. I completely drew a blank on that. Yeah, that's going to be bad for Baker because I think they're going to become a very run heavy team, especially with
yeah,
the three that they have now.
hmm
So that probably benefits you, but
yeah. Yeah, but I liked it when there was other threats to the offense, so it could open them up a bit. Yeah, I hope it doesn't get like limited to just my running back, and stuff.
yeah, yeah, where they stack the box.
Yeah, exactly. Can't do anything. So yeah, one dimensional. We'll see. Yeah,
They need to make a trade for a receiver now.
yeah. They might try to get Cup or something. Who knows? But I've heard the Cup going elsewhere. Stafford going to maybe the Lions,
Hmm,
or not the
I did not get
Lions.
that.
No, not the Lions. It was another team. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, who was that? Stafford. No, the Vikings. That's what it was. The Vikings.
Matt Stafford to the Vikings.
Yeah, that was the rumor I heard earlier. Yes.
Wow, that'd be awful for me with Puka anyway. But that Sam Darnold hasn't. That's kind of surprising because they have Sam Darnold hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, someone was saying that could be true because the future is the kid from Michigan, whatever his name was.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Hmm.
know his name either.
Yeah, he got injured, but during the preseason, but or before the preseason, but yeah. But anyway, we'll see. I'm not sure about the outlook on Frank, to be honest. We'll see.
Yeah, I think Frank needs to. He needs to make something. He needs to get another heavy hitter. I feel like whether if he's putting that, do a some type of trade where he's giving up two guys to get somebody better. I
Yeah,
feel like because he's. I think that's what he's missing. He's got Baker, but other than that, Higgins is consistent.
yeah.
Stephon Diggs is pretty consistent, but I don't like.
Hey, yeah, he's pretty
I
thin though
feel
at
like
wide receiver. It's kind of rough, isn't it? Though.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like he's got
yeah.
great
He lost Shaheed.
quarterbacks. Yeah, yeah. What's that?
Yeah, so maybe consider trading a quarterback for a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so because Harris is a good running back. I think he's going to be great. Oh boy, he really messed up on that Kelsey and Joku thing. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, unless Kelsey has some significant turnaround. I mean, but it ain't
Well,
looking good.
well, not just that, not necessarily Kelsey, but Schultz, the tight from Houston.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
will
he
see.
lost with Shaheed, which was a huge pick for him because he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
spectacular.
He wanted him for sure on his roster still. Yeah, I hate to see him go down. So we'll see. I'm kind of 50-50 on his team though. We'll see how he does in the long run.
Yeah, yeah. He has pieces, I think, but I do think he needs to do something to improve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just to reiterate something, anyone's kind of still in it right now, even though, you know, some teams are up and down.
Yeah, well, so Shelby, he was in week 2. He was almost dead last, 11th or
That's
12th,
right. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
and you like no, but you guys didn't think his team was going to amount to much. I more or
Hmm.
less. I don't
Yeah.
want to put words in your mouth, but it
No.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, and now he's tied for third, and it goes to show we can make. So I traded um Jared Goff along with some other pieces for Justin Jefferson and
Mm,
with him, and it
yeah.
was enough to get him a couple of extra pieces that was able to produce, and he
Uh,
so it's nice because everybody in this league, it the rankings are really close, that you're not out of it,
mm-hmm.
which I
Yeah.
don't. This is only my 4th year in this league, but I don't recall it being this tight before.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, right now the way it is, like if you get top dick, like you're moving up considerably in the rankings, you know.
Yeah, so right, so second place is 8.5 points,
Mm-hmm.
12th place is 5.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. 3 points separating everything there, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a nice competitive season, it looks like.
Yeah. Yes, it will. Um. Well, let's see what our last few matchups are here. Let's leave the worst one for last, but let's go to Ultimate Warrior and Saquon these nuts.
Who do you want to start talking about first? Ultimate Warrior or Saquon?
I guess we'll go
I
with
find
the
it funny because
Warrior. Hmm.
Saquon, and then we can get to the Warrior, but I feel like if you're going to be called Saquon, you should have Saquon Barkley on your team.
Yeah, that's what confused me when I first saw when the name changed because I was like, oh, he doesn't have Saquon though. Yeah.
Okay, so and at least it wasn't just me because
Yeah.
I I said the same thing. Like I went through it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the name, but yeah, I'm kind of with you
Mhm.
though. Yeah,
Okay, now we can get on to
yeah,
two more
but
important things.
yeah. Oh boy. Well, his best player was on his bench. Or wait, sorry, wrong player. Excuse me. Wrong manager. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So Kyler Murray has a good weekend for him. His defense is his best player in Cincinnati.
That was a good pickup.
Yeah. Oh, did he get that off the wire? Was that a stream for him?
Yeah,
Mm.
I believe so.
Oh, that's very good. Very good work. Yeah. He leaves Drake May on his bench. Who's been doing well. Yeah, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder when he's going to start Drake May over Kirk Cousins because
Man.
Cousins had one amazing game,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
then the
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you do when a quarterback is 50 points but you don't know if you can trust him? I don't compared to Drake May. That's a tough question, isn't it?
yeah. I if it was me, I think I would hold off on Drake May this week
Mhm.
because he played Houston and Jacksonville. Neither one of them has a stellar defense,
Yeah.
and see what he does against the Jets. And if he's efficient, then maybe I start considering starting Drake May over Cousins, even though Cousins has more weapons. It's just
Mhm.
it's a weird situation where he's not producing like I've been accustomed to in previous years with him with Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, he has lost a bunch of wide receivers so far this year. Mm.
Yeah, he's one thing. He was smart enough to bench Marvin Harrison for the week. Like that was a good move on his part.
Yeah, I think he gets concussed last week. Still somehow comes and plays this week, I believe.
Yeah, he put up 3 points off of three
Uh,
receptions. So
yeah.
it was
Yeah. Yeah.
he's another. I personally I think it was a mistake. I had no interest in Marvin Harrison
Mm-hmm.
in the draft because from the research I did, he was going for $40,
Mm-hmm.
and in order for that to pay off, he needs to have like a historic season as a rookie receiver, which doesn't tend to happen unless you're Justin Jefferson or Puka Nakua or Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So granted, they've been in the league recently where that happens, but it was for me, it's just too much of a gamble, and I feel like he obviously did that game. I think that really has hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Uh
like,
yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, he definitely may have wasted some draft value on that because he's only had one good week, pretty much. A few mediocres and then a few awful.
yeah, I thought yeah, yeah, week two, yeah, you're right. For a wide receiver one, 13 and
Mm-hmm.
14 points is kind of
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah, you want like over 20, I'd say, for a wide receiver one or something.
Yeah, well, so, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but feel like if everybody on my team can get me 15 points
Mm-hmm.
or 14 points, I will win most games. Or most matchups, I will win at if everybody gets me 14 points. So
Yeah, that's true though. Yeah.
if like it's disappointing you spend $40 on Marvin Harrison and he gets you like 13 points, but it's like all right, that's I
Yeah.
if I have a good enough team, I should be able to win with that.
Yeah, it's a
But
serviceable amount. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it's again for what he invested in him, it's kind of disappointing. And then the other four games, it's just awful.
Yeah. He just had all kind of scares this weekend though. Montgomery with the knee, Evans with the hamstring. He's already got Rice on the IR done for the year. Uh, he's all banged up, man. This team.
Yeah. Well, Rice he picked up. So I had Rice and I dropped him.
I got you. That's a
So
stash
so that's
for
gonna
him.
be yeah, that's gonna be his keeper for next year.
Okay. He didn't lose him
Is
then. Okay, I got you.
is my assumption, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's this week was not a good week for him, just like you were mentioning in terms of the injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I'm curious of what the usage will be for Chuba Hubbard when I'm drawing a blank on that other running back from
Oh
Carolina.
boy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hmm.
Thomas has him.
Jonathan Brooks.
You thank you. Yes, him.
Yeah.
I wonder whether because Hubbard is playing extremely well
Mm-hmm.
from a fantasy from a fantasy perspective. I haven't watched a Carolina game.
Yeah, no, I've watched very few of those this year myself. They don't play them too much. Oh,
But from a fantasy perspective, Hubbard's been one of the better running backs.
yeah, he's not been bad though, for sure. Oh yeah, a few great weeks. Yep. But the Warriors making moves though. He knows he has some issues. He's trying to get some points, but he decides to a bit against himself a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of were discussing that in the group chat, and his mindset on Kate is what my mindset was for David Njoku.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, now but I don't know if, at least with me, Njoku was, proved that he was really an upper tier tight end last year,
Mm-hmm.
and Cade, this is his first opportunity, so hopefully it pans out for him.
I mean, Cade looked great, but man, he was already taking a bunch of hits out there. Oh,
Okay, and yeah, he invested a lot of capital in Cade and
he did though. I'm not sure how much he had going in, but I think he spent 23 on him.
that's a big investment in a tight end.
Yeah, but he did look impressive. But we'll see if that pans out. Saquon, he you want to look at him? He barely gets over 100 this week.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's been
Mm.
inconsistent, I guess is a good word to use.
Yeah, just not last year as well. Not CJ Stroud from last year.
Yeah, he he's had a few really good weeks, a couple average weeks, and a couple bad weeks. Well, one
Yeah,
bad week, I guess you can say, which was this past week against Green Bay.
yeah.
He only
Uh,
threw 86 yards against Green Bay.
mm, that's not good. And
No, that's
why does he not have a kicker? He started a kicker that wasn't even going to play. I don't know.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I didn't notice it either until now. I mean, this is no good.
Yeah, that's. To be fair though, he did get more points than my quarterback.
That is true
So,
though. Touche. Touche. Yeah, he has
but yeah,
Russell
that's
Wilson. He keeps him on his bench. That's his
yeah
best
that
player.
he's probably kicking himself.
Oh, well, yeah. Do you think would you have started him though? Would you have taken the risk as well?
No, I would have started. I'm not a big fan of Gino.
Yeah.
He's 2 years ago. He was really good last year, but he's been fairly consistent. CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Don't think I would have risked not Justin Fields. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
on a when you have those two guys that are playing well, or Stroud's a top tier quarterback, who he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if I could like not start quarterbacks I've seen play this year. But yeah, that would have been a ballsy move.
Yeah, and sometimes you you have to take those gambles. What's Saquon? So Saquon has, I guess, so he doesn't have to, but he's got 6.5 points and he's in seventh place.
Mm-hmm.
Dooku's got 7 points. So
Yeah.
Saquon had a top dick spot. Um,
Yeah,
so his
I could move on up, but yeah. Hmm.
yeah, so he's got potential, and A-Chan, which I forgot all about that guy. Now that Tua is back, I'm expecting him to go back to being what he was last year in the beginning of this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Saquon was missing AJ Brown for a few weeks. He's lost Chris Godwin for the year, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Oh, Godwin was actually doing good. Yeah, that's sad too.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was
yeah,
doing that
God was.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a top five receiver, I believe.
Hmm.
And Garrett Wilson has been a disappointment for the majority of the year, and then he's finally starts getting in the groove, and they go out and get Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that he was Saquon lost on that one. I feel like, because I'm sure Devontae's going to be the number one guy there.
Yeah, it's not good for Garrett. Yeah, he was already having a few good weeks, but yeah, that what just got ruined this past week.
And then I wonder why he always starts Tyler Lockett, and I don't understand why. I can't say always, but I'm pretty sure he starts him pretty frequently, and I don't know. I feel like I'd rather go. Jordan Addison's more explosive. I feel like he would probably get you more points, but
Yeah, I had Lockett last year, and he had more explosive weeks, I believe, than he had this year already.
okay.
Yeah, he was much better last year, I believe. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why, because Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett. So he's trying to do that stack there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
but yeah, but it really should have been the other guy, the other wide receiver.
yeah. It's so in past years I've tried to get a stack, and this year I just said screw it. I want to just get the so during the draft
Yeah.
I was going. I had Bijan, and I was going between Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, Atlanta's got a bunch of a lot of potential between Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and now Kirk Cousins, and I was going to draft Kirk Cousins,
Mm-hmm.
or bid on him, and but then I said, let me do Jared Goff instead because he's proven it,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been trying. And so the Cousins thing, I didn't do that stack, and it was a good decision
Mm.
because even though I don't have Jared Goff on my team anymore, he's clearly doing better, and I think a lot of people are trying to get that double the points, but when you have a bad week, if Geno Smith has a bad week, then you're losing the points on Tyler Lockett too. So you gotta
Yeah.
weigh that.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of risk by investing in one team a lot like that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's my thought going into this draft anyway.
Not yeah. Wow. Well.
I
Yeah.
I think Saquon's going to be
The
a
stack
fit.
gets like what less than almost 25 points, the whole stack. Yeah, that's not good, is it?
No, right. Like you would if you would have started Tyler Lockett, he would have had what is it? 28 compared to 24. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not that it would have mattered, but in this matchup,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but like it, yeah. I think sometimes that stack is a bad thing too, or it
Yeah.
potentially can be.
Oh, it can absolutely. Well, yeah. How do you think about his outlook? It's hard to be optimistic on this one at times. I think.
Yeah, it's he he's got three good receivers. Maybe I mean not receivers, quarterbacks. I would maybe go out and try to trade one to
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's like me, who's desperate for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Or with Chase because neither one of us are in a good quarterback situation. It's he's a little bit better than I am. He's got Burrow and the other two, Daniel Jones and Jameis Winston. But
Mm-hmm.
are you really comfortable with Jameis Winston and Daniel Jones as your number two quarterback? So if he can get something there to replace Godwin, but I do like his team with Chan. I'm expecting him to do better. He's got Trey McBride. He's got AJ Brown. So he's got some pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. He's not making a ton of moves though. He only has 5 moves on the year, so he's kind of one of those set it and forget it type managers, I believe, right now. We'll see.
Yeah, well, so that's I I alluded. Well, I said this earlier about having to trade. Like um, Duco, he is really good at drafting,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then like he's a much better drafter than I am.
Mm.
But like during the season, he doesn't trade, and either to Saquon, and they don't do a lot of. I don't. I know Saquon doesn't. I'm not sure about um Dooku, but they don't. I don't believe either one of them do a lot of moves during the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
So
true.
it's hard to yeah because so Dooku's made 4 moves
Oh yeah,
and
he's made
Saquon
less
made
than
5.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like I don't know you then you got a jerk like me who makes 40 and 3 trades. Like I don't know how you can come how granted Dooku had 2 top dick weeks, but I just don't know
Yeah.
how.
I mean, you work the waiver too. You got the most waiver wire pickups as well. You use all your budget.
Yeah, like I'm just I probably spent a little bit too much time on it,
Mm-hmm.
going between different teams and trying to send a trade offer, and it's imagine that me trying to send a trade offer to somebody,
Yeah, no, not you,
but
right?
yeah, no, never.
God, I bet that
But
could get maddening though. You're looking over a bunch of trades. Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, but like then I get Nico and Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
and
true though. Yep.
so and for the people that don't like to trade, when I traded with Frank Lucas for Jamar Chase, I didn't think I was going to get Jamar Chase, so I actually put in an offer um for T Higgins, who didn't play yet,
Mm-hmm.
because I figured he'd be more likely to move T Higgins than Jamar Chase, and I was working. I said, you know what, screw it, let me just put in an offer for Jamar Chase, and he accepted that offer, and I was shocked because I'm like, why would you? I didn't think he was going to move Jamar
Yeah.
Chase,
Yeah.
but he did, and sometimes you win trades, sometimes you lose trades,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I'm clearly big on trading, and sometimes just send an offer, and crazy stuff happens. People will accept, something that you don't expect them to. Worst case, they say no. If I've probably been told no, I can't count how many times I've been told no in a trade. So
Oh, sure.
whatever.
Yeah. Hey, you can't win the lottery if you don't play, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like last, I've lost. I've lost probably not just as many because I've won a good deal, but I've lost a decent amount of trades. Looking back,
Hmm.
and sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But I feel like
Hmm.
you need to do that to be a true championship contender guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether
You ready to get to the fun one to look at here? The the worst matchup of the week here.
yeah, let's do that. I guess I put it off long enough.
Yeah, this one should be fun. I haven't done the math. This may even be the biggest blowout of the week. I'm not sure.
That would be embarrassing.
And this is on up there if it isn't the biggest blowout of the week.
Let's see, where-
Between
Yeah, it's
Talladega Nights and Busty's ass.
he guys AS busted, that's for sure.
He started ETN, which he didn't even play, I don't believe. Yeah, kicker gets
It,
negative.
oh,
and
good. So I wasn't the only one.
yeah, I mean, that pretty much just sums up his week. I could go on about some other players, but I think that pretty much says it.
No, Jaden Daniels was he's got what he was injured,
Yeah, that
and
was unfortunate. The best quarterback gets injured.
yeah, and he they were getting, well, they blew out Carolina anyway, but they were on a roll, and it looked like it was going to be another big game for Jaden Daniels, and unfortunately for him, he hurt his ribs and wasn't able to go back out.
And it was a weird injury. It didn't look bad at all, but I guess he got bent over a little bit.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I was watching that game, and it didn't look like it. You're right; it didn't look like a bad hit at all. But
yeah, he's such a small dude. I guess big old dude grabbing him like that. I don't know.
yeah, probably not good on the body for a 300-pound guy,
Uh, yeah,
or however much he weighs.
yeah. But Jaden Daniels will get healthy. That's not gonna be a long term injury, but it definitely, boy, it hurt him this week bad. He doesn't even get close to 100.
Yeah, well, everybody just took took the day off. Malik Neighbors, who before the concussion was killing it,
Yeah.
didn't do anything in the return. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara, he's it's well, they don't even have a quarterback right now, so that's hard. Or well, they do now, but at the time they didn't, I guess I should say, because
Mm-hmm.
I believe Carr is coming back this week,
Which
and
one is? Who is again?
Derek Carr from New Orleans, I believe he's
Oh
coming
yeah,
back this
yeah,
week.
yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. Gonna send in the car.
And
Yeah, that'll help Kamara out.
then yeah,
Um,
it was just a bad week for him
yeah,
all around.
he's gonna get McCaffrey back here soon. I mean, this team's looking okay in the future, but man, he might lose a few weeks if something doesn't turn around here, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Chase has brought up a few times the Dalvin Cook thing. I'm not understanding that at all. Why he has him on the bench.
Or at least not in an IR slot, right, or something.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know if he can be moved into the IR spot because
He
he's
can't.
NA, and
Yeah, there's you right. He might not be able to. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, I don't understand. And Mitchell, I Chase went over it anyway, but yeah, I don't understand that. Um,
Yeah. Well, he definitely did. Yeah. If anything, I'd probably drop Mitchell and put Cook in the IR if I could.
y- yeah, I just don't understand why he's even on a roster. Um,
Yeah, he's just one of these set and forget it type managers as well. He's not going to make any trades. He'll barely work the wire, and his team will
yeah,
be whatever. I mean, he's done well. He's 3-4, but
yeah, that was because of Jaden Daniels.
pretty
I
much
feel
right.
like,
Yeah, him just going off every week. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, and he's in at 3-4. He's in last place with 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like.
Hey, yes, he's
So
way at the
it's
bottom. Yeah, he has tumbled.
yeah, and I wonder if when Chris McCaffrey comes back, how much they're going to spell him with Jordan Mason, because
Yeah.
Mason's doing really well, and if you're the Niners, you're expecting you're going to make the playoffs
Mm-hmm.
regardless, and that's when you want him. You don't
Mm-hmm.
like you just want him to be in shape for the playoffs and healthy, and then you unleash him. But so I don't. Granted, I'm just some guy on a computer,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't
Yeah.
know how much unless you the Niners are in desperate need of wins. I don't know how much I would use him
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want him to hurt himself again or more with this injury that he's got. That's
Mm-hmm.
from what I've heard is a potential reoccurring thing.
Yeah, this tendonitis or something, right? I forgot what it was
Yeah,
called, something like that.
yeah, yeah. Tendonitis that from what I've heard,
Uh,
it
uh,
it can it can be fine and then it can just flare up again.
yeah, there's some kind of
And if
Achilles tendonitis, something like that. It looks like.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
Uh,
I everybody says Chris McCaffrey, but I'm not sure if he's going to be the same Christian McCaffrey that we're used to.
it's weird. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, yeah. They're still not saying when he's gonna come back yet, is he? Might play week 10 now. 10?
Yeah,
Oh my lord. Yeah, that's way out.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So, and then you're going to take it. He's going to need a few weeks to get healthy or get back in game shape, and
Right.
I would
Yeah.
assume
Game speed. Yep.
he is Chris McCaffrey, but I don't know if the usage is going to be there too for
Yeah.
him for McCaffrey to single handedly turn Busty's team
Uh,
team around.
I mean, what if
Um,
he doesn't play at all this year? Or rarely. I mean, that'd be like the biggest draft bust ever, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Man.
that's always my fear about drafting. That's why I've never even attempted to draft Chris McCaffrey because if he's healthy, he's worth it. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if something goes wrong, you just lost out on a quarter of your revenue for the draft. It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah, he won the league for me the one year I won, but I don't think I've drafted him since then, though.
Mhm. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just for me, it's too much money for me to put up on one guy.
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather put it like Bijan Robinson or something,
Yeah, I mean, Bijan's younger, and he's been a little bit of a disappointment for me, I would think, for what
Has
I
he?
paid. But
Yeah, yeah,
well, I mean, $55. He's got for the most part a solid floor,
yeah.
but like the big games weren't coming. But the last 2 weeks have been. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would rather risk, like you said, somebody like Bijan or Brees Hall or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gibbs, and save that $15 for somebody else than over Chris McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, let's talk about the
So
guy who, talk about the guy who blew him out.
yeah, the second place guy.
He is. Yeah,
They
he's
can't.
currently in second,
Yeah,
doing well.
yeah, yeah.
I kind of helped him out a little bit on that. It looks like.
I was definitely wrong on that trade. It seems. It seems like he knew something that I clearly didn't. He must have he must have consulted the sages from his time or something because Bo's been
Yeah.
Bo's been good.
Yeah, pretty much since I turned over the reins, he's been quite well. Yeah.
So
but
yeah,
no,
I
it's
mean
not
that.
just him though. It's these other players are doing quite well too. Jeez, it's weird to say that Patrick Mahomes is having an average year though, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely surprising because even when he had Rashid Rice for those 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it was, his numbers are just uh, yeah, like he'll he's not gonna lose you a week
They're right.
by getting 14, 15 points, but he's not gonna win you anything either.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. I wonder if
And
he's got more points, Patrick Mahomes or Bo Nix.
oh, I think Bo Nix may have more than him to be honest with you. Yeah, it looks
That'd
like
be
probably for sure does. Could be wrong.
yeah, that's
Yeah, he's got
that's something
yeah,
else.
110 versus, let's see. Uh, yeah, 98. Yeah, he actually does. He has about 10 more points than Mahomes. Isn't that great?
So if somebody came to you in at draft night and said, "Hey, take Bo Nix over Patrick Mahomes,"
God, you told him to kick rocks, wouldn't you? Like terribly.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "You're out of your mind. There's no way." And through the first half of the season, Bo Nix is the guy to go with.
I mean,
But
Mahomes, this
he's,
is one of the worst seasons he's had, right? I mean,
I
fan,
believe so. Definitely in recent memory, in the past few years, for sure.
yeah, he's like a game manager right now or something.
Yeah, and yet they're still undefeated. So,
Yeah, like chasing history right now. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, I said he's Rashid Rice. I targeted during the draft because my thought was he's got the best quarterback in the league thrown to him, and he's being coached by arguably the greatest head coach of all time.
Hmm.
And they know how to win over there.
Yeah.
It's impressive. They just find ways to win. But Knights had actually a pretty decent week
Yeah. He loses to Lave.
for
He
what.
picks up Bub memes.
Yeah, that was I don't know what he was. One, I never heard of Bob means,
Right.
and
Yeah. Did you have that on your bingo card for this year?
no, I can't say I did that have him. And with not having Derek Carr, is that's something else. Like, I don't know why he would start New Orleans receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm, yeah. I guess he just wanted to, yeah, pull at straws there a little bit, hope for something with him. I mean, he got more
Why?
than Jackson Smith did, so I mean, I guess that's something.
Yeah, dude, that's pathetic. He was the best, his high scoring receiver.
And oh man, that's a
Even
sad
on the bench, like
statement.
I got
Yeah,
2 points.
that's
Yeah,
awful.
so yeah, that's
Well,
so he knew
yeah,
something, I guess.
yeah. He loses Debo. Did he even start? I don't even know if he started this game.
Debo, I think, played a series
Oh,
or
he
two,
did.
and then
Okay. Oh, boy,
I,
that's awful. Then okay. Yeah.
yeah, and then he I think he played one series. Then he was on the sideline,
Mm, mm.
and
Yeah, if it wasn't for
But
his
fortunately,
running
had
backs, he would have lost for sure.
yeah, he has some good running backs in Kyron Williams and Aaron Jones. As
Hmm.
long as Jones can stay healthy, he's he's got good guys there. J.K. Dobbins. I'm wondering how long he's going to stay healthy for because throughout his career, I don't think he's been able to do that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So 8 games in 2022, 1 game in 2023. When he's healthy, clearly he's got potential. He's a really good explosive back, but hopefully
Hmm.
he can stay healthy.
Yeah, nah, he's got two of the better ones this year if they can stay healthy. Um, yeah, I mean, his team's in second, so you can't really talk bad about him too much. But
And he's got I just seen he's got DeAndre Hopkins, who's near a Chief. So
oh
that's
yeah, that's an interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So now he's got Debo, Najigba, and Hopkins that you start.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got better just by doing nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And he still has Chris Olave, who's been a disappointment,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh
maybe
yeah, yeah. He's been injured. That's why he had to pick up Bubs. He was trying to replicate
yeah.
Olave a little bit. I think Olave's been just had a terrible season though, personally, hasn't he? Let's see.
Yeah, he's Rashid Shaheed was
Was the man, wasn't
the
he?
number 1 guy essentially
Yeah,
in New
yeah.
Orleans
Mm-hmm.
until he got injured. And
Yeah. Um, we'll see how he does. I guess I should be optimistic based on his ranking, but I don't know. He's had injuries. He's got problems.
yeah, as long as and he had Kareem Hunt on the bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Yeah, not sure.
So so he's got a problem where he's got 4 good running backs in Kyron Williams, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins, and Kareem Hunt. Granted, Kareem's only going to be the guy for another couple weeks, but
Yeah.
I wonder if it would have been
Mm-hmm.
wise to try to trade it. Oh, he traded for Kareem Hunt, didn't he? Yeah,
Uh,
DK
uh,
Metcalf,
oh, okay. That's probably
and
not a bad decision.
he traded Metcalf for Najigba and Hunt, I believe, if I remember correctly, for from Chase.
Mm. Oh, okay. That sounds right, to be honest with you. Yes.
So I wonder, yeah, I wonder why he would have made that trade because he must have had an injury or something at that time.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But I think he's got a pretty consistent team. Even though this week he it didn't pan out for him, but he was still able to come away with a point.
Yeah, I mean, he got the right opponent because he only would have beaten one other guy in the league, Saquon, with this score. So, yeah, I guess he got lucky as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the opposite of what's going on with Chase. Chase is getting unlucky, but the nice thing about the scoring system is that if you get 1 point a game or at least 1 point a week, you're probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm trying
So
for is
like,
just 1 point of some sort. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you get one point, you're in good shape, and
Yeah.
that's what Talladega's doing, and he's hanging hanging on to second place doing it.
Yeah, it sure is. But yeah, no, we just need to be like you, just get 2 points every week and just take it on in, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Except for week 1, because somebody had
Yeah.
For my first loss in there.
Yeah, it was that early week. Yeah, when I had that full healthy team. But we'll see. We'll probably meet up later on during the year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I've I've looked. We do.
Yeah. Now I haven't been keeping up with it, but I think we're doing the cross divisional games. I know last week I played a cross divisional. I don't know how long this has been going on.
I think last week was the first one.
Is that the first time? Okay.
I
Yeah.
believe
Yeah, I think
so,
you're
yeah,
right.
it
Now
was.
that I see my divisional record, yeah, that it sounds correct. Okay.
Yeah, because that. Yeah.
Let's let me see if I can analyze what division did better. Hold on a second. Let me confirm that real quick. Yeah, it's 50-50. Okay, so yeah, we just analyzed which teams in the different divisions did well, and of course, being the year that it is, it's 50-50. 3 NWO teams won and 3 Goodfellas teams won. So that sounds about right. A biggest show.
Yeah, it's a good year because I remember going into this year and you guys were talking about how the NWO seemed to be the powerhouse division, and
Yeah.
it's it's not. It's competitive.
Yes, it really is this
And
year.
like yeah, it's good. Is it? Do you know what the? This is also the first year that I've done it where everybody was around for the draft.
Yeah. Oh, really? Somebody's usually not
Hmm.
there. Auto
Yeah,
drafting.
the last 2 years there was Aaron, I
Uh,
believe,
oh, okay.
that missed it, and
Oh,
so yeah,
oh,
it's
wait, you did? You missed it 1 year?
no, Aaron did. I think 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, I remember you talking about. Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's amazing what showing up for the draft does for the league.
You're right. I didn't think about that either. That could be a good reason why they're so similar this year.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, I guess good luck in week what 8 now, is it?
We get
Yeah.
halfway through the season. Yep.
Oh wait, has there been 2 weeks of interdivisional, like you said? And was it been 2 weeks now? Hold up.
I thought it was.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, hold on a second. Let me compare the
Yeah,
other
because
week. Oh man. Now NW blew out the Goodfellas in that first week. 4-1.
okay.
Or actually 5-1. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe not as close.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we'll see how that continues then. It went 50-50 during, I guess, the bye week blues there. But, yeah, the week before that, it was a slaughter by NWO. So we'll see how that continues. I guess we're feeling good about that right now, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good luck in week 8, everyone. Anything to close us out here?
I got nothing for you on
Okay.
that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess just continue doing what you're doing, and I'll do what I'm doing. Hopefully, we'll do well.
Mhm.
But as always, hope you enjoyed the ride.
Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars.